September is Preparedness Month in Central Illinois, and the National Weather Service is asking, are you ready for the impacts of disasters? Meteorologist Shimon is with me this morning to make sure you are able to answer yes to that question. Ed, thank you so much for being here this morning.
No problem.
It's been a little while. Ed, what exactly is Preparedness Month all about?
Well, Preparedness Month is to make sure you and your family and your businesses are all ready for any kind of disaster that might affect your area, whether it's a tornado or any kind of disaster that will impact your lives.
Why is it important to be prepared now instead of later or after the fact when it's too late?
A lot of times there's not a lot of lead time for some of these disasters, especially maybe a tornado situation when you know the storms are happening maybe in a day or something. You need more time to prepare for stuff like that. So we want this whole month to be just a general overview of how am I prepared for anything that may impact my home. If I had no home tomorrow,
right,
what would I have and what would I need?
Do you know why September was picked to designate the Preparedness Month? Like, why September, do you know?
Well, we're covering a kind of a broad range of preparedness, not just severe weather or winter weather, but just in general. You know, we can have earthquakes in Illinois. We have a fault zone on the southwest side of Illinois, and you never know what can happen in your area and when it could happen. And tornadoes happen all year round. You know, winter weather obviously in the winter, but we wanted to just cover a month where it's kind of quiet, weather-wise, just so people have a chance to prepare.
That makes sense. Basically, this is not just talking about severe weather disasters, it's talking about all kinds of disasters. So go a little bit more into that. What other kinds of disasters could we encounter right here in Central Illinois?
Well, disaster doesn't always have to be weather. I mean, that's what we're focusing on is primarily, but you know, you could have a fire in your home. A fire could destroy your home. Anything could happen that could just be a disaster in your life, you know, and not just weather related, but certainly weather is the most important one we're trying to force.
What would you tell the folks who are harder to convince that disasters, they're not going to happen to me?
I know, that's one of the big things we kind of battle, because you sit at home and you're like, wow, I'm pretty comfortable, nothing's really going to happen. But you really have to just open your mind that you know, anything can happen in this earth, in the world, and weather-wise, especially tornadoes can happen anywhere. Just try and open up your mind that you need to be prepared, and it's important.
Do you have a plan put in place for your household?
I do. We have a little area underneath in our basement below the stairs, and a duffel bag full of preparedness kit stuff, and it has to change. You have to add winter clothes when winter's coming, or summer clothes in the summer. So you know, like when the November 17th tornado hit Washington, that was a winter time, and if you didn't have winter clothes in your extra kit, you were kind of, you know, a little behind the eight ball.
That's so important to keep in mind, all the things we need to put in our emergency supplies kit. So kind of explain to people at home, what are some good things that they need to put in their kits?
Well, you want, like I said, clothes, medications, non-perishable food items, water, and you know, pet supplies. If you have a pet, you're going to want to bring your pet with you. So, and then maybe a communication device, battery-powered radios, things like that, just so you can sustain yourself for a few days without power even.
Ed, I really appreciate you joining us this morning on Good Day Central Illinois, and we're going to post all this information on our website, ciproud.com. We'll be right back.